My hair is still wet. Still drinking my coffee. But I had to make sure that I got this video up ASAP. Or as ASAP as I can nowadays. So, your girl went to Sephora, okay? 8 a.m. is when the Sephora in Times Square opened. I went over at 8 a.m. with my husband and my son. They both were side-eyeing me like I was crazy. And I went and got as much as I thought that I would like from the Fenty Beauty collection. So let's get into it. The real tea here is that I spent $303 on this collection and I didn't even get everything, but that's cool because I'll honestly say that this is all very affordably priced. I'm pretty much going to structure this video as a first impressions video. I'm just going to start using the product and just let you know what I feel about it and give you details on the products as I pick them up and start using them throughout the routine the way I would naturally use them. Well, first things first is this Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. It comes in a pump. This is a nice heavy package. It looks very expensive. Wow, like the packaging is beautiful. I love this nude packaging. So let's give it a whirl. Ooh, okay, so I'm gonna do 2 pumps. I guess that'll be enough for my whole face. And I'm just gonna warm it up with my fingers and then apply. Ooh. Oh, that's very soft and smooth. It almost feels like it's moisturizing, which is different because it's supposed to leave me matte. But when I press on it, it's nice and tacky. Like you can tell once it's set and it starts to dry because it gets a little tacky, like as though it's gonna stick, like your makeup is gonna stick. Ooh, I really like the feel of this. Now that that's on, I'm just gonna pat it into my skin. I just have a thing about patting things into my face because I really don't like for my makeup to look cakey. Wow. I like the smell of that. It's very like grown and sexy kind of scented. I really don't know how else to describe that. Like, it's not floral, it's not old lady, it's not like vanilla. It's just kind of grown and sexy. That's just what comes to my mind. Then I also bought the Precision Makeup Sponge, which is actually a 3-sided sponge. It's kind of angled on this side, flat on the top, and then like your usual sponge on the other side, like a little round sponge. It says you're supposed to use this dry if you want full coverage and wet if you want to sheer it out. I'm not shearing nothing. We need full coverage. So I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Longwear Foundation, and I am the shade 280. I have never had a foundation match me like this does. Again, very nice packaging. It's like heavy glass, nude. I mean, they look a little different. I honestly wish this was pink too, but I'm pretty sure that people would confuse their primer with their foundation. So it makes sense that this has a white top, but I wish it had that pinky nude like everything else in the collection. All right, I'm gonna go in with, wow, 1 pump was quite a bit of product, but we'll start with 1 pump. Now I did read reviews that said that this is actually a very fast drying foundation, so don't dot it all over your face and then apply it. You know, only apply it where you're gonna be working first. Okay. I did notice that the sponge actually absorbed a lot of the foundation, so I found myself needing to use more product. Wow. I didn't buy the brush that came with this launch because I just felt like I had already spent enough coin and I already have plenty of brushes and sponges and things, and I'm more of a sponge applicator type girl. But then I saw reviews of the brush and I'm like, oh my god, I should have bought the brush. So I'm probably gonna go back and buy it because it looks really, really bomb. Okay, so this is definitely full coverage. The thing is that I like to add like a sheer layer first and then build up where I need, again, because I don't like to look very cakey. So far, it doesn't seem like I'm too in love with the sponge. This foundation definitely oxidizes, so just prepare for that. If you look like you're on the fence with a shade and you're not sure whether to go with a slightly lighter or slightly darker shade, then go with the slightly lighter because it's going to oxidize. Also, there are 40 shades in her foundation range, okay? So what's up with everybody else that launches foundation and only does like 12 shades or 20 shades? Your girl got 40. She got all sorts of undertones, you know, all colors, huge range. There's no excuse. If Rihanna can do it, I think that the other makeup companies that have been around for a while should be able to do it too. So my first impression is telling me that the sponge does not apply this as well as the brush. It just doesn't make my skin look as amazing as it did with the brush. Now, about the foundation, my first impression is that I've never had a foundation that matches me so well, like down my neck. I mean, all of my foundations are just not good in comparison to like the rest of my body. And this one is like a really, really, really nice shade. My shade, which is 280, is actually for medium to tan skin, and it has warm peach undertones, which sounds about right. I think it's a pretty good match. I mean, it looks almost like I have nothing on. Not to mention that this product is buildable, okay? So I put one sheer layer on my face, right? And I have a couple of pimples and things like that I need to cover up. So then I would go back in and just put a little extra on those areas and then blend it out. Also, when I tried this foundation, she skipped out on concealer and just used the foundation and built up the foundation to conceal these under eyes. And if you can conceal these dark circles of this new mom, then you can be my foundation for life. We go together. First impression, this foundation is love. If you get anything, get this. And it's at an amazing price point. I got a bunch of these match sticks, which actually are so cool because they stick together like magnetically like this, which is so dope. So I bought one trio. So this trio gives you one product for highlighting, for concealing, and for contouring. And I got the Tan 300 trio, which includes caramel, truffle, and rum. So caramel is the highlight stick, truffle is used to contour, and then rum is the highlighter. Let's start off with caramel so that we can highlight. Now let me show you just how much product you get in here. Wow, this is a very thick stick and there's that much product in there. So each of them have 0.25 ounces in the matte skin sticks. So let's try this underneath the eye. I have not sampled this or tried this at all, so this is completely new for me. Oh wow, so the application is very nice. It glides on pretty easily. I mean, this is almost a little too dark for my under eye. Maybe for an everyday look, but it's definitely not brightening. So it does conceal pretty good. The color payoff is pretty good. I'm using the flat side of the sponge to just blend it out. Okay. I mean, I'm not in love. I'm not in love with this for my under eyes. It's nice, but it's not quite my color. It kind of conceals. This is more, you know, her collection is meant to look like very natural, like barely their skin. So this is definitely more natural. It does cover my dark circles a little bit, but not quite enough. Like, I almost got better coverage with the foundation when I first tried the foundation than versus this, which is supposed to conceal. I was worried that wasn't going to be the right color for my skin tone, so I did purchase a separate matte skin stick, and this one is in the color Sand. And if you can tell, here's a swatch of Sand, so you can kind of see it's much lighter. So I'm going to actually put this on top, okay, and see if that does anything. See, that's much brighter. Like, this is a better brightening stick for me for under the eyes. So I'm going to just add that to both sides. First impression, girl, you never know what you're going to get. Hey, that is much better. And great coverage. Great coverage. Then to contour is the shade Truffle. Now that is really dark, and that's just the medium. No, this is just the tan. There's one set that's even darker than this, so there really is something for everybody. So I'm gonna take this and just, ooh, girl. Wow. I don't know if this sets the same way that the foundation does, so let me just go ahead and blend that in. Oh, wow. That is a contour, hunty. Oh my gosh. That is amazing. Okay, seriously? I might just go buy all three separate and rock with the sand instead of caramel, because this is beautiful for a cream contour. I never, ever, ever use cream contour. I've never liked it. But I'm loving this so far, at least at my first impression. I love how snatched that got me, like that. Clearly, I love sand for the under eye, and I love truffle for the contour, but I'm not so in love with caramel. I've been told that you don't have to set the foundation, and honestly, it feels like it's kind of set on its own, so that's fine, but that contour definitely feels like it needs to be set because my face feels a little sticky still. So I have purchased the Invisible Blotting Powder, the universal shade, and this is also the touch-up brush that you buy separately, but they actually snap together like that, which is so adorable. So you take this off, it's perfect to travel with, and then you have this little traveling brush. Isn't that so adorable? My gosh. And then inside of that you have a nice little, ooh, this feels luxurious. Oh my gosh. It's like, it's not your regular powder puff. It's like leather on one side and then the puff on the other side. Very nice. And of course, here's the powder underneath. So I am going to first smooth out that cream concealer, and then I'm going to set it with this translucent powder. Did anything come off? Girl, I don't know if that did anything, honey. Okay, I got some that time. Now this powder is meant to be used as a blotting powder, not a setting powder, but I figured I would try it out anyway. It looks like it did a little something, and it looks like it even brightened a little bit, which worries me that it might have some flashback. I think I like that. I'm gonna use that over the contour too. I hope it doesn't kind of blur the contour. You know, I'm noticing that it's definitely giving me a soft focus effect where it's kind of blurring out my pores a little bit. I'm going to zoom you guys in so you can really see what this is doing. So if you can tell, I mean, my pores are kind of still showing. It kind of helps, but it also then makes you look a little cakey, which I don't love. And it's also not completely transparent, so you have to dust away the excess because I can see it on my face. So that's that. Alright, so I actually have two products that qualify as highlighters. The first being the Stix Shimmer Skin Stick in Rum, which came in the trio. And then I also have the KILLAWATT Freestyle Highlighter Duo in Mean Money and Hustler Baby, which is nice because some of these KILLAWATT highlighters come with just one big highlighter and then others come with two. So I actually like this one because you have a more like toned down version on the left and then a KILLAWATT on the right. Like, oh my gosh, blinding highlighter on the right side. I'm actually going to try to use this one on my eyes, and I'll use the highlighter for my face. I don't have a Rihanna brush for the highlighter, so I'm actually just going to use my finger. And I'm going to start off with Mean Money on this side. Ooh, very nice feel. Very nice feel. Pretty good payoff. Now, let's see. Okay, that I'm going to need to apply with a brush. The finger is kind of trying to be cute, but I need a brush. So I'm going to try that again with a brush that I already own. This is a Sigma F35 tapered highlighter brush. That picks up a little bit more, and then, I mean, yeah, you get a little something. A little something happening there. Okay. That's more like, oh, hey guys, I'm just trying to look like I have a natural glow and be cute. But don't get it twisted, it still has a nice highlight to it, right? But on the other side, let's go for Hustler Baby. This one has a much chunkier glitter and a much more foiled look to it. So I'm sure it's gonna be like kind of crazy. Oh my gosh. That is, I mean, really? Like, you just gonna do this to them right now? I mean, humble, don't even. Humble, don't even. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm putting this on both sides. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. It's beautiful. Okay, so first impression of the KILLAWATT Freestyle Highlighter Duo is that, yeah, this is everything. So I can see, like, when I'm going to work and I have, like, kind of like just headed to, you know, go shopping or something like that, something a little more casual, I'll go for Mean Money. But when I'm really trying to like be about that action and have a crazy highlighter and look like my skin is glowing for the gods, I'm gonna go for the Hustler Baby. Go, Ree. Go, girl. I mean, can we just for a second? So safe to say, that's a go. Now, last but not least is the shimmer stick in Rum. I'm gonna put that all over my eyes just to see how it goes. I'm not gonna do a full eye look with it. I just want to see, using it just by itself, how it goes, if it is more like a base or can I use it as an eyeshadow, how it wears through the day. I just don't want any other products to come in the way of this review. So let me just take a little bit. Ooh, pretty. Okay, it's definitely more natural. I mean, it's just the shade that I went with. Honestly, I don't know if I would want this as a highlighter on my face. Not quite for my tone. I need a little bit lighter, but for an eyeshadow, that's very pretty. And then you just blend out with your finger. Ooh. That is so cute for like something really quick. Like, I don't have time, but I want to look like I tried today. And then if you do a full look with this, oh god, it's so foily and pretty and buildable. Guys, Rihanna won. Rihanna won. Look at that. I'm gonna take this Rust and actually use it as a blush. Let's see how that looks, like a shimmery blush. Because it is a little bit darker in color, and I think I can get away with it. I'm actually gonna use the sponge for that. Look at that. Look at how pretty that is. That worked. Okay, so for a quick summary of my first impressions, I want to talk about the packaging first. So obviously, I think that the magnetic feature of this this launch is really cool. Like, the fact that I will never lose these because they just stick together like that is amazing. And feel of everything is very luxurious. Nothing looks or feels cheap. Like, you can tell that Rihanna actually took her time and she made sure that she put out a quality product versus just launching something and saying, oh, it's Rihanna, so everybody's gonna buy it. Make it crap. And no, she did not do that. Like, everything is really, really good. Everything is just so Riri. Like, even the boxes that the products came in were like gorgeous. Okay, favorite products that I've tried are the Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Longwear Foundation and 2 of the matchsticks. My favorites of those matchsticks that I bought were Truffle, which was the contour shade, and then Rum, which was the highlighter that I actually used on my eyes. I was pleasantly surprised by both of these, especially the Truffle, because I don't do cream contour, and now, like, I'm a believer. Like, look at my face. My skin looks very natural. And another favorite, of course, was the KILLAWATT highlighters. The Hustler Baby, like, knocked me out my seat, child. Like, oh, it looks so good. I have to say, the sponge is the only thing that was really lackluster for me. I mean, I have my beauty blender. I like the way it works. It's tried and true for me. Honestly, instead of the sponge, I would rather have the foundation brush, the flat brush that she launched with her products. I think that's going to be way better. I do like the shapes on this sponge. Like, it really allows you to kind of get in there. And then, like, the flat part, like, really helped me contour down my nose and things. But I just don't need it. All in all, this launch is bomb. Like, look, okay, if you have not gone to Sephora to get your color match, or if you have not gone to Sephora.com and started buying these, I would recommend you get this ASAP. It is definitely one of the best launches that I've seen in a while, especially coming from a celebrity. I love this collection, and I would recommend that you go out and pick up a few pieces that interest you. If there's anything else that maybe I didn't pick up that you would like to see more about, please leave that in the comment section below. I am not ashamed to go back into that store and get some more product, okay? Okay, so that's gonna be it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.